Welcome to tonight's live broadcast as the West Washington Lady Senators, led by head coach Darren Russell, traveled to Orleans to take on the Bulldogs. That's right, the Bulldogs have their band out tonight, and they are jamming this place. I'm sure you can hear them at home. This is Craig Akers, and I will be joined shortly by my broadcast partner tonight, Mr. Keith Abels. The last time the Lady Senators played on this court, their dreams of a sectional title were left unfulfilled when Crothersville dismissed them by 3 points. Luckily, the girls aren't playing Crothersville tonight. They're playing Orleans on their home court. The Senators can hopefully the Senators can put these past memories of this court out of their minds and start making new ones tonight. West Washington is coming off a very upsetting defeat to Eastern, where the girls just didn't play well. They were outscored by 32 points and didn't have an answer for the offensive firepower that the returning state champs offered up. The Lady Senators need to get back to the run-and-gun offense that was so much fun to watch for the first 6 games of this season. They were able to outscore their opponents by an average of 31 points over those 6 games. The Senators rely heavily on junior forward Maddie Bousman to lock down the other team's top player. If this is going to be a successful night for the Lady Senators, she's going to have to do it once again. She's going to be going up against Sheridan Robbins, who is in only her 3rd game back after an ACL injury. Keith, what does Maddie have to do to hold her in check and not let this game get out of control?
Well, Maddie is a good defender, but it's going to have to take help from the other team. You know, your teammates have to step up, help side defense. Like you said, this is going to be this kid's 3rd game back from a torn ACL, so that's a pretty serious injury to come. So I'm kind of curious to see how that's all going to play out too. But Orleans, probably what I've gather about this team, they're fairly good, so this ought to be a good matchup.
On the other hand, Orleans comes into the game on a little bit of a high note. They have gotten Sheridan Robbins, their workhorse, back. She's a 5'8" freshman forward who gave Trinity Lutheran fits. She can play both sides of the ball, in and out, and is a matchup problem for many opponents. Haley Powell is another player for the Bulldogs that has been playing well. She's averaging 7 points and 3 rebounds while shooting 43% from the field. This Orleans team is one that really likes to shoot the 3 ball. They have 110 attempts on the year so far, and when they get hot, they can really put points up. Keith, what do the Senators have to do tonight in order to come out with a win over Orleans in the doghouse?
That is a lot of threes, ain't it? 110 attempts. Obviously, they're not afraid to fire it up there. Make sure we get out with a hand in their face when they're shooting. Get back to, I think, playing maybe a little more, I'm not saying team, not so much, but looking for team basketball, sharing the ball a little better, moving it around, finding the open girl, and being set up and ready to knock down shots whenever you get the ball in your hands.
Definitely. Well, when we return from break, we're going to sit down with Coach Darren Russell and get his thoughts on tonight's game.
We hear it more and more when people talk about sports. We need to change the culture. No more integrity taking a backseat to performance. No more players, coaches, and fans run amok. No more too big to fail. It sounds good. It sounds reasonable. Come to think of it, it sounds like high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we know that sports are just part of a student-athlete's overall education and that there's more to the game than winning. We also know that high school sports are incredibly exciting. They're rich with tradition and bring communities together like nothing else. In a word, they're pure. More and more, that's what people want. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the IHSAA, and the high schools in this community.
Once again, I'm joined by Senator head coach Darren Russell. Darren, haven't got to talk to you a whole lot since your last game at Pekin. I know you probably want to forget about that game, but I'm going to bring it up. What are some good things that you take away from the game?
We didn't quit. That is about and I've tried to forget it. So I've got to think right now. But Cassidy played extremely well that game. They basically dared us to score inside, and she came out and really performed well, and hopefully that's going to give her a lot of confidence to springboard her into this second half of the season. I thought our perimeter girls did a nice job of understanding where we wanted to go and making a very conscious effort of getting it into her.
You go into that game and you do end up losing 71-39. But tonight you face an Orleans team that doesn't have the firepower that Eastern has. A team that has had some victories against you guys in the past, 13-5 over the past 15 years in the favor of Orleans, but you've got them the past couple of times that you've played. Talk to me a little bit about the success that you've had and what have you been able to do against this Orleans team?
Well, they don't have a lot of scorers. But the one thing they will do is they will really get after you defensively. Maybe not quite to the extent as Eastern did because they don't have those type of athletes. But they're going to play very aggressive defensively. So, we've got to understand that they're going to try and deny some passes. We've got to look for backdoor opportunities. We've got to go up strong when we get the ball inside. Understanding that there's probably going to be contact and all that contact's not going to be called, so we just got to focus on finishing the shot. We've had success at times just making the game crazy. Getting them running and playing fast because they've struggled with decision making and struggled with some ball handling. Those are the type of things that we've been fortunate enough to be able to do in the past, and hopefully we can tonight. Watching and thinking back to the game last year, I believe it was tied at halftime, and then we came out and we went to a little 1-3-1 half-court trap and, turned them over 4 or 5 times in a row. So, that's something we've worked on this week. We didn't want to show that until we absolutely have to, and, that may come out tonight.
Talking about the last time you guys met, it was a 52-32, West Washington victory. That's a good sign. Coming into this game, they don't return as from the roster that I've seen. They have one senior on their team, a couple of juniors, and then the rest are freshmen and sophomores. So they are a young team. You have seen some of the girls play on the JV side, but haven't seen a whole lot of them in the varsity action. Who are you looking at tonight from their team that's the ones you've got to stop?
Well, they've got Jacqueline Gherkin, who comes back as their all-conference player from last year. She can shoot it from the outside, so we definitely got to know where she's at. Audrey Elrod, junior, has been one of their leading scorers the last 2 years, and she's kind of an athletic girl, and we got to know where she's at and stay in front of her, force her to make some decisions. But a couple games ago, they got back a freshman, Sheridan Robbins, who tore her ACL into May, 1st of June, and came back in less than 6 months and had 13 points against Paoli and 19 against Trinity. So she's been their scorer since she came back. She's getting about 20 shots a game. So, that's somebody we've really got to focus on and know where she's at and force her to handle pressure. This is only going to be her third varsity game, and we want her to be treated like a varsity player and realize what it's about. And we got to get after her. And then their freshman class they're really high on. I believe they got a PAL girl that's about 6 foot tall, and she's not going to be as big as some of the 6-footers we've seen as far as physical strength, but it's still size, it's still length. So we got to make sure we get her blocked out. But the main thing that we've talked about since the debacle the other night is us. We've got to control the tempo. We've got to control our mindset and our effort, our intensity, and we do those things against most of the teams that we're going to play from here on out. We're going to be in good shape.
Well, let's turn and talk about your team a little bit now. You started off the season and Chelsea Carter just really caught fire and went off for 20 points for it seemed like 5 games in a row. She was getting 20 points. The past couple she's been quiet. What do you really attribute that to?
Well, the deeper you get into your season, teams start to find out more and more about you. They get more and more film on you, and she's being covered up. They're not giving her any open looks. And the thing that I think we're going to see from a lot of teams from here on out is they're going to say your guards aren't going to beat us. let's see what you can do inside, which is why it's going to be really, really important going forward that Cora, Cassidy, Maddie, Bailey are able to score inside and, balance that out where we're not just a one-dimensional team.
You've already talked about Cassidy a little bit, but, she's going to be kind of a workhorse in the paint for you. She's averaging 5 points, 5 rebounds a game, getting her one volleyball block a game for you. What more do you need out of her to help you going forward?
Well, just the consistency. We need her to play like she's played the last 2 or 3 games, every night, because that's what we see that's what we've seen in practice since the beginning of the year. And I think a lot of it is just the confidence factor and knowing that she can do it in a varsity game, and hopefully she builds on what she did last Thursday and continues that. She's got to stay out of foul trouble. Her and Cora both. We cannot afford those 2 girls to be sitting on the bench in the first quarter or the start of the second quarter with fouls, or come fourth quarter they can't be sitting over there with 4 fouls on them. So, they've got to be smart. They got to understand how valuable they are to this team and how we need them on the floor.
This is the first team that might actually have a little bit of size advantage against you, just based player for player. How are you going to combat that tonight about, getting rebounds and being able to get out and run? Because that's what you guys want to do.
Yeah.
So
main thing is we got to block out. We block out, get the rebound. If not, force them to come over our back and get them into foul trouble. But the main thing I think is going to be is how much pressure our guards put on the ball. Are we able to pressure them, get turnovers, force them to make silly mistakes, throw the ball out of bounds, and keep it from them being able to just play volleyball across the rim and eventually put it in. So, I think a big factor is going to be what type of pressure we put on out front.
A little bit of good news in the studying I've done on Orleans. They do only shoot 46% as a team from the free throw line.
Yeah.
So, if you do get late in a game, there's free throws can come in to play
definitely.
Quickly.
Yeah.
And shooting for your team, you started off the season super hot. Seemed like everything you put up went in. You've cooled off a little bit lately, but still 35% from the floor, which I'm sure you want it higher than that. But for some of the competition you've played, your shots have been contested.
Yeah.
So what ideas have you put in the girls' head about shooting? I know you've always said let it fly when you're open.
Yeah.
So
just relax. They got to have confidence, and I feel like sometimes we take shots hoping that they go in instead of with the confidence that it is going to go in. They've never been yelled at for shooting as long as it's not some crazy off-balance shot, and then they know they're going to be in trouble. But it's just the confidence factor. They've got to have confidence in themselves. So I told them, I said, have I ever told any of you not to shoot the ball? Because when you shoot, I have got more confidence, I feel like, in some of you than you have in yourself. And, that can't be. I need them to be as confident as I am. And, our shots are going to be falling. We've got good shooters. There's no doubt about that. And, the other thing is I think Orleans is going to really fly at our shooters, so we got to be ready for a shot fake and drive or shot fake and then pass. I don't think we're going to have the luxury of just standing and shooting tonight.
Your starters that you've started most of the year are being pretty well consistent on their scoring. You're getting between 8 and 10 from most of them a game. Who are you looking to have a big breakout night tonight and put up some points for you?
It'd be nice. It'd be nice to see Maddie, come out and get started. It seems like it's been a while since she's really scored very much for us, and we need her in that 8 to 10 mark, and and do it on, the shots she's been taking. The shots for the most part that she's been taking are good shots, and they've just not gone down. And she's had some good weeks of practices, and they're going to start falling. It's just a matter. Those need to stay here. Getting there. So we look for big things out of her, and then Hattie. I think Hattie's going to be able to drive and get some things on tonight just with her quickness, and then getting Taylor Fouch back tonight. is going to add a big dimension to us, because she's the one, whether she scores very much or not, she puts a lot of pressure on other teams' defenses just by her sprinting down the floor and getting layups. So, you know, we're going to need some big things from all those kids.
You know, that leads into my next question. Health of your team. You are getting Taylor back, which is a huge help. How's the health of the rest of your team?
You seem to be pretty good. You know, Ryan's shoulders, same as it's going to be probably for the rest of the year. And, you know, but getting Taylor back, I mean, is going to be great for us. You know, I don't know how much she's going to be able to play here these next few games, but
I can tell you her answer.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking conditioning factor. Yeah, if it's up to Taylor, she's in the whole time. But she scrimmaged with us some last night, and I mean, 2 or 3 trips up to the floor. I mean, she was red-faced, even though she's been running for the last 2 weeks. You know, game speed and just running up and down the floor is 2 totally different things.
Yeah. Starting lineup tonight.
We're going to mix it up a little bit tonight. We're going to go with Chelsea, Ryan, and Maddie at the guards, and then go Cassidy and Cora inside and go a little bit bigger and make sure that they don't get some easy shots to start with, and, you know, go from there.
Okay, look forward to seeing you after the game.
All right, thanks, Craig.
We hear it more and more when people talk about sports. We need to change the culture. No more integrity taking a backseat to performance. No more players, coaches, and fans run amok. No more too big to fail. It sounds good. It sounds reasonable. Come to think of it, it sounds like high school sports. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we know that sports are just part of a student-athlete's overall education, and that there's more to the game than winning. We also know that high school sports are incredibly exciting. They're rich with tradition and bring communities together like nothing else. In a word, they're pure. More and more, that's what people want. High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the IHSAA, and the high schools in this community.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back to live action. Starting lineups for Orleans, they go with the traditional 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center. Starting at one guard is the 5'7" freshman, number 3, Peyton Blanton. Starting at the other guard is the 5'7" junior forward, Audrey Elrod. Starting at forward in her third game back this season is number 14, Sheridan Robbins. Starting at forward is the 6' freshman, number 21, Haley Powell. And rounding out the starting lineup is the center, 5'7" junior, number 22, Maddie Jones. The Bulldogs are coached by Jared Gilbert in his second season at Orleans and is 8-22 overall. West Washington goes with a new starting lineup tonight. They have the backcourt of 5'7" sophomore putting up 11 points, 5 rebounds, number 3, Ryan Russell. Starting out her backcourt running mate is the 5'4" senior guard, Chelsea Carter, chipping in 15 points and 4 rebounds. Starting for the Lady Senators in the front court is the 5'10" junior forward, Maddie Bausman, averaging 9 points and 6 rebounds. Also in the front court tonight is the 5'11" sophomore, averaging 5 points, 5 rebounds, Cassidy Keltner. And rounding out the starting lineup is the 5'9" senior forward, averaging 9.6 rebounds, number 12, Cora Miller. The Lady Senators are coached by Darren Russell, who is 35-28 in his 3 years. And this is the 8th ranked team in 1A, putting up 61 points a game. So getting ready for the tip here. Early bucket for 14. So that was Sheridan Robbins with the first bucket.
Oh, came in right behind her. Didn't see her coming. I don't think she knew she was there. That's not a good way to start too late.
Nope, that's Elrod for 2. Coming back the other way, Maddie Bausman. Swinging across to Russell. Russell for 3.
Boom.
Bang.
That looked good.
Got a 2-on-1 break coming the other way.
Oh, good hands, Cora.
Cora Miller with the steal. Ahead to Maddie Bausman. Orleans is out to a 4-3 lead.
Down to Cora.
Down to Cora, nice bucket. That's Robbins again. Already has 4 early.
Yeah, you really couldn't tell her Achilles, really. I mean, that's great.
Yeah,
I mean,
her gonna pick up gonna be a travel there on Chelsea Carter. Orleans is out to the 6-5 lead here, a minute 30 gone in the first period. That is Blanton handling the ball. Carter gets her foot on it, so Orleans is going to retain possession. Elrod comes over to inbound the ball. Throws it into the backcourt. Ooh, there's going to be a double dribble.
So they start 3 freshmen.
Yes. 3 freshmen, 2 juniors. And I'm sure Coach Russell knows that they start those 3 freshmen, and he's going to pressure them as much as possible. Into Cassidy Keltner. Up. No good. Maddie Bausman with the rebound.
The signal was white ball, I thought, and then he were giving it to us. He said blue and pointed the wrong way. Well, we can't do this. Can't do that.
Yeah, can't thread that needle there. It's got to be a ball that goes out over the top and then comes back inside.
I've got us for 3 turnovers already.
Yeah.
It's something we definitely have to get better at, is taking care of the ball.
That's Robbins. Follows her own shot. We're going to pick up a foul. On 12, Cora Miller going to pick up that foul. Her first of the evening. Team's first. Blanton for 3. No good. Carter down with the rebound.
There we go. Up to Russell. Ooh, man. Got a hand on it. It was a good idea. Good kick back. Oh.
Keltner going to miss the shot, but then going to help tie up the ball there to retain possession for the Lady Senators, who are trailing 6-5 early in the first period. Comes out to Cora Miller, back down to Keltner. Powell going to block that shot. Blanton for 3. Going to get our first sub of the game. Hattie Griffith's going to come in. Going to give Chelsea Carter a break.
Yeah, they're definitely not shy about letting the 3-ball fly.
No, they definitely let it fly, no problem. So Hattie comes in to run the point, which then moves Maddie off the ball down to forward guard. Very nice move there by Maddie Bausman.
Finish with the left hand.
Lady Senators are out in their 1-2-2 press. Orleans does break it, so then they come back and settle into their offense.
Oh. I think Cora Miller's fouled the ball. Is that possible?
Maybe. Cora's going to pick up her second, which is what we said. We can't have early foul trouble. So Blanton's going to go to the free throw line for her first attempts of the evening. First one up, no good. Blanton is a 50% free throw shooter on the year.
Got some big time substitutions coming in here, I think, for Orleans.
One of 2 stays with her average, so she's still at 50% on the year. Pulls the score even at 7 apiece. We go over the top. Cassidy Keltner going to get to go to the line here.
That seemed to be a real bright spot from the Pekin game.
Yeah.
With Cassidy Keltner's post moves and post work in that game. I thought looked really good. Free throw up, it's good.
Keltner with the first free throw, which is good. Second one up. No good. Powell comes down with the rebound.
Oh, she carried that.
There we go. We got a carry on Blanton.
That was good defense by Hattie, getting up in her, putting that pressure on her. Made her make the mistake.
Swing the ball across court. Russell for
Same
three.
Spot. Oh.
No good. Keltner there for the rebound.
Nice,
up and good.
Nice. This might be a turnover.
There's Robbins underneath with the bucket. Russell. Hattie down the lane. Gonna get a travel.
Yeah, that ball looked good. I thought Ryan threw up there. I thought, man, that's going to go in again. Same spot, same result. Just came up a little bit off.
Oh, there's going to be a travel. A little bit of a sloppy first quarter here. Lady Senators are up 10-9. Russell goes down the lane. Unable to get it, so we're going to get, then we're going to get a turnover. So Gherkin going to turn it over. Russell going to miss the shot underneath.
Right there. Oh.
Bousman up and no good. Hattie Griffiths with the rebound. Going to get blocked.
Oh, back to us. This is getting good pass. Oh, no foul there. Oh. Darren said you were standing right there.
Can't seem to buy one. So.
Uh-oh. Do I think I see what I think I see?
You do see what you think you see. That is Taylor Fouch getting ready to check into the game. Keltner's first free throw, no good.
Glad to see this kid back.
Russell going to come out, and Taylor Fouch going to check in. So I'm sure Punky's out there watching. That one up and no good.
Good defense right there. Don't foul, don't foul, don't foul.
It's going to happen.
5, 5, 5. There we go.
There, Odie Broughton with the foul over there. Or the turnover on the 5-second call. Jared Gilbert definitely not happy about that. Matty Bousman with a nice dump off.
Nice outside.
Back out to Carter. Going to get a 3-second call.
You know, that might have been the first 3-second call I've seen all year in girls basketball doing these games with you. You just don't see that very much.
Haley Powell comes back in for Robbins. Give her a break. Score is 10-9. Lady Senators out ahead early here. 2 minutes left to go in the first period.
Our defense looks good tonight.
Yeah.
Up on the ball, rotating good.
No good on the first one, but able to get her own rebound and put that one up and in. We're going to pick up a foul on 10. Cassidy Keltner, her first. Team's third. That free throw, no good. Doesn't hit the rim, so going to be Lady Senator ball out of bounds. Got a minute 36 left to go in the first period of play. Bausman finds Hattie Griffiths straight down the lane, up, no good. Going to be a jump ball.
You know, I would like her to take that shot as soon as she would have caught that, just right
Yep.
beside the free throw line.
Yep.
There was no, you know, she's
a
a good
little
enough
floater,
shooter.
a little floater right there would be great, or pull up at the free throw line. And
she's a good enough shooter. Sometimes I think she wants to get too close to the
Too
basket.
close.
You know what I mean? Sometimes. But she does a really good job of driving in there. But I would like to have seen her just caught that and let it go, man, because she's a good shooter.
Lady Bulldogs set up, run their offense. Moving it around.
Yeah, our defense is looking good.
Yeah, staying in front of the ball, in between the ball and the bucket.
And a lot of good
Don't
help
slap
defense.
at it.
Yeah.
There we go.
And a lot of good help defense. Oh, there
There's
you
going
go.
to be a turnover.
That was some good defense right there.
Good defensive possession right there for the Lady Senators. They are able to force a turnover, which is great for them. Fouch thinks about three, then they swing it across to Carter, who pulls the trigger. No good.
Taylor
Bausman with the rebound.
Taylor kept it alive.
Bausman no good.
Oh, get back, get back. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Officials definitely letting them play tonight. You know, there's been a couple of questionable calls about, you know, fouls and things, but fairly even on both sides so far. Foul count 2-3. So
It just looked bad, didn't it?
yeah, yeah. 15 seconds to go. Lady Dogs
Good defense,
gotta
good
get
defense.
a shot off.
That's great defense. If she hits the
No
shot,
good. Yep, if she
hits
hits
it,
that, nothing you can do about
Yeah.
that. Moon misses the shot to end the first period. We're going to step aside, have a quick break, and be back with second period action.
This just in. Despite what you may have heard, life is a game. Really. Anybody that says otherwise has never played a sport. Think about it. Sports teach us useful life.
I got him now.
Yep. Back to live action here. Lady Senators are trailing 10-11 as we start the second period of play. So far through the first period, Lady Senators do have their balanced attack going again. Maddie Bausman with 2, Ryan with 3, Keltner with 3, and Cora Miller with 2. So Chelsea Carter for 3, no good. Hattie with the rebound.
That's a. Oh, shucks.
Gonna be out of bounds.
You know, for Taylor being out there a little bit, she came back in. She's getting a breather now, but she got him down the floor really good.
Yeah.
You know, and took that nasty little shot there and got right back up. So
Well,
was
that's
a good sign.
what Coach Russell said in his pregame interview was that, you know, she'd been running with
travel.
them, so her conditioning, you know, may not be game conditioning, but Jones with the bucket. Carter for three. No good. Keltner with the rebound, but then dribbles it off her foot. So the Lady Senators are able to set up their 1-2-2 press. Lady Dogs break that easy.
No, good hands, Chelsea. Now
Chelsea
we go.
Carter with the steal.
All the way. Nice little crossover, turned her up. They're good.
Carter going to go to the free throw line. Odie Broughton comes over to give the official signal. The foul is on Elrod.
This will be good for Chelsea right here. She missed a couple threes, go to the free throw line, get a couple easy looks here.
Chelsea Carter is 20 of 29 on the year for 69%. That one up and no good. Bailey Roll set to check in. Going to give Cassidy Keltner a break.
That was another positive thing in the Pekin game. I thought Bailey
played a really good game. So Lady Senators do trail 13-10. Carter's second free throw up and good. Going to see number 31 check in.
That's the girl, I think. Oh, get that.
Russell with the steal.
Oh. Good, she got to Hattie. Good.
Hattie up and good.
Man, you can get all kind of back taps there. That girl, she's not even paying attention what's behind her.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Active hands. Nice pass.
So Bousman up and good.
Yeah, that's what I like right there.
It's a good bucket for Bousman.
Nice assist, Hattie Griffiths too. Looking up. That's playing team basketball right there.
Coach Gilbert going to take a 30-second timeout. We're going to stick with you. The Lady Senators are playing a pretty good, defensive game so far. Their offense hasn't been exactly where they wanted it yet, Keith, but they have settled in on the defensive side and really hounded the Bulldogs, offense. So
the shot will come. It'll start falling. These buckets will start going in. Like I said, I think they're playing with a lot more effort tonight, to be honest with you. I think they're really, it seems like their defense, they've stepped it up a notch. It's fun to watch when you're seeing defense played like that.
Right. Lady Senators do come back out onto the court. They are leading 15-13 now after their run that they're still currently in. Griffiths
steal.
with the steal.
There you go, find somebody. Help.
Going to pick up a foul. It's going to be Blanton on the foul. So Hattie Griffiths goes to the line where she is 40 of 64 on the year for 63%. First one up and no good. I'm sure this is driving Coach Russell mad that they're not knocking down these free throws to stretch this lead out even more than what it is. Griffith's second one up and good. Brings it 16-13 Lady Senators.
Yeah, this press is bothering them.
Yeah. Russell going to pick up the foul. Kind of riding her on her hip. It's one of those where Ryan has to realize, hey, we're 30 feet from the bucket. Don't pick up the foul here.
Now we got Cass chasing around the Robbins girl, don't we?
Yeah. Comes around all the way to the bucket. Hattie going to pick up a foul. Just couldn't quite get there fast enough. Going to be her first on the evening, team's fifth. Going to get 2 shots for Elrod, who comes in. Get this, 9 of 23 for 39%. So probably not a bad one to foul if you're going to foul somebody. Form looked good, just unable to knock it down. Taylor Fouch checking back in. Going to give Carter a break. Elrod's second free throw is up and no good. Keltner with the rebound.
Yeah, like you said, her shot form looked good. Might be mental.
Russell down the lane,
Boom.
banks it and good. Attempt for a three-point play here. Elrod going to pick up her second foul. Russell steps to the line where she's an 85% free throw shooter on the year. That one way off. She's rubbing her hand like she had something on it.
That's what you got to do, man.
When you miss one that bad, you got to rub your hand. So
grab your foot, do something.
yeah, tie your shoe, anything. Lady Senators are up 18-13. That's Robbins for three.
If that's maybe one thing that we've been a little tardy on tonight here is our defensive rebounding. Our defense looks pretty good, but we've given some second chance opportunities that we don't want to give a team like this.
Right.
The longer you give them hope.
That shot up and no good.
Everybody's struggling from the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the gym or what, but lots of people struggling from the free throw line. The Lady Senators are out ahead 18-13. 5:24 left to go in the second period. Second free throw up and good. Maddie Bausman down the lane. Nice dump off to Cassidy Keltner.
That was a nice play right there. They had two.
Draw the defense to you. Hattie with the steal. Hattie misses the layup. And then we're going to get a jump ball. Going to go to the Bulldogs. Dogs swinging the ball from side to side. That's a dangerous pass to have. Bausman really hounding Robbins, not letting her get the ball.
Oh, nasty little spill.
10 going to pick up the foul. Cassidy Keltner, her second.
I think this Haley Powell, this freshman right here, she's pretty impressive. She, for being her size, 6 foot, she can handle the ball really well. Rebounds good. Got a lot of potential in that kid.
Powell's free throw up and good. We're going to have one more. Brings the score 20-15. Second one up. No good. Bausman unable to control it, but then it's going to go off the foot of a Lady Bulldog, so going to still keep the possession. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to come out in a little full court pressure. We find Taylor Fouch underneath, up and good.
There we go. Put her in the scorebook.
Punky, I'm sure, is proud about that one, ready to get back on the court with her. So going to get Hattie for the foul, her second. Robbins to the free throw line, looking for her 7th point of the night. That one no good. Gonna get a jump ball. Russell back into the game.
We might have got a break there, maybe.
So with Hattie out of the game, Chelsea Carter's going to run the point for the Lady Senators. Nice spin move. Going to get a travel.
Well, I got 2 breaks there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if that was a travel or not, but we're going to take it. So.
Yeah. It sure did look good from up here.
Yeah. Once again, score 22-15. Lady Senators out ahead. 3:33 left to go in the second period of play.
Clean up our passing a little bit. I knew you could tell we were getting sloppy with it.
Yep. Jones going to miss the shot. We're going to have a jump ball underneath. Possession's going to go, I believe, to Orleans. We've got a 30-second timeout. So we're going to stick with you. Lady Senators are out ahead, 22-15 here. Remember, if you're watching at home, we are only posting tonight's game to West Washington live stream. So if you're wondering where it is on somewhere else, or have somebody, texting you or asking you where it is, make sure you let them know West Washington live stream is where the game is being posted to. Maddie Bausman gets her hand on the ball to knock it out of bounds. Lady Bulldogs do get it in. Gonna get a foul there. Blanton gonna pick up her second foul.
It's 6 to 8 on fouls, so they're really close, but just they're letting them play a little bit rough. Both ways.
Coach Gilbert not very happy about letting them play rough. So we've got to be more crisp on our passes.
Our passes are looking sloppy right now all of a sudden.
Bailey Roll trying to get the ball.
I'd like to see it worked on the perimeter a little more. I know they're trying to get it in the middle, but just to get the defense to move a little bit.
Yeah. Russell going to inbound the ball underneath the bucket. Bausman going to pick up the foul. Going to be her first of the evening.
That's going to be the bonus, too.
Yep. So we're going to walk to the other end. Going to shoot some free throws. This is Powell, who's going to step to the line. She's 10 of 26.
Our passes, what's going on all of a sudden? It's like the ball don't feel good. It can't get to where it wants to go.
This is turning into a mess.
Yeah.
Just kind of back and forth, back and forth. It seems like the last 2 minutes have taken forever to try to get the clock moving because of all the stoppages of play. Maddie Bausman down the lane to Fouch. Fouch up and no good. Lady Senators going to get possession of the ball here. Bausman down the middle of the lane. Nice move.
Taylor Fouch finding her. you go.
Bousman, nice.
I heard somebody in the crowd yell no, and it worked out just perfect. You know what? I mean, Bailey put that pass right on the money to her.
Yep.
Maddie was going to catch it, or nobody was. And nice finish by Maddie.
Coach Gilbert going to take a full timeout, so we're going to step away, take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, oh, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back to live action. Lady Senators are up 26-15. Been kind of a sloppy first half of play. Both teams have reached their season average of turnovers already, and we've only played half the game. So, definitely need to clean that up a little bit at half, and I'm sure both coaches will make adjustments to that. Bousman going to pick up the foul. Going to wait and see who they check it on. That's Maddie Jones. Her first foul of the evening. So Bousman's going to step to the free throw line, where coming into the game she was 17 of 26 for 65%. First one, no good.
Oh, what's going on there? Who did he call a foul on? Oh, she had Bailey's arms locked in or something. Who did he call it on anyway?
I believe he called Bailey Roll.
Well, it looked like both her hands were above her head and she couldn't even get them to move.
I'm not quite sure on that one, so that's going to go down as a loose ball foul. We're going to walk to the other end and shoot some more free throws. Powell misses the first. Minute 3 left to go here. Lady Senators are up 26-15.
There's no telling how many points they've left out there on the court, too,
yeah.
on this free throw line. Their free throw shooting ain't been very good. Still struggling.
Chelsea Carter pulls down the defensive rebound. Bousman for 3. No good. Fouch with the rebound.
I'm telling you, she's got a knack for the ball.
Yep. She's definitely a hustle. She's all over the court. Any loose ball, she's going to be close to it. So Bousman in the post. Robbins misses everything. Carter up and good.
That's a nice move.
28-15, Lady Senators out ahead. 10 seconds left. Robbins makes a drive up and good. Carter with the heave, not going to get it there. We're going to step away, take a quick commercial break, let us get our stats together, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Have you noticed? Sports today are different. Today's athletes are bigger and stronger. They run faster, jump higher, and hit harder than ever before. But there is one thing that hasn't changed about sports, and that's the importance of practicing sportsmanship. At the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we like to remind you that winning isn't everything. The way you play matters, and a true champion plays the game with respect. For the opponent, for the coaches, and for the officials. True champions practice sportsmanship with the same degree of intensity that they play the games themselves. Sports may evolve, athletes may change, but the mark of a true champion will always be the same. Play like a champion. Practice sportsmanship. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Back from our commercial break, we are at halftime of the game. Lady Senators are up 28-17. Definitely a half of, a lot of sloppy basketball. Leading the way for the Lady Bulldogs is Sheridan Robbins, who has 8 points on 4 of 7 shooting. Powell has 3 points on 1 of 5. Jones, 2 points on 1 of 2. Elrod, 3 points on 1 of 2. And Blanton, 1 point on a free throw attempt where she was 1 of 2. For the Lady Senators, they have a pretty balanced attack. Griffiths has 3 points on 1 of 4. Bousman has 8 points on 4 of 7. Russell has 5 points on 2 of 4. Chelsea Carter has 3 points on 1 of 4. Keltner has 5 points on 2 of 4. Miller has 2 points on 1 of 2, battling some early foul trouble. And Fouch has 2 points on 1 of 2. The only Senator who has gotten in the game and hasn't scored yet is Bailey Roll. Orleans does have 1 assist. They've got 1 block, 5 offensive rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds for 8 total, and I've got them for 16 turnovers. So, like I said, definitely a sloppy game so far. Lady Senators, 6 assists, 7 offensive rebounds, led by Cassidy Keltner, who has 3 of those. 8 defensive rebounds, Chelsea Carter with 4 of those, for a total of 15. They do have 7 steals, and they have 12 turnovers on their side. Orleans shooting 7 of 20 overall from the field for 35%. They're 7 of 15 from 2-point range for 46%, 0 of 5 from 3-point range for 0%, and get this, 3 of 14 from the free throw line, Keith, for 21%.
That's terrible. I'm glad, though. I'm glad, but that's terrible.
That's a lot of points still left out there.
Is.
Coach Gilbert, I'm sure, is not happy with that free throw percentage. Lady Senators.
You got to think, if you just go 50% there, that's 7,
Yeah, you're right in this game.
Points on the board.
You're within 5 of.
That's a totally different scoreboard.
Yep. So the Lady Senators do shoot 12 of 26 for 46%. They were 11 of 20 from 2-point range for 55%, 1 of 6 from 3-point range for 16%, and they're not much better from the free throw line, Keith. They're only 3 of 10 for 30%.
Oh my God, what's going on?
So we both teams together have hit 6 free throws and attempted 24. So that is downright terrible.
They must be practicing their dunking.
I don't know. I'm sure Coach Russell is going to have a talk with his girls about knocking down those free throws, and that stretches this lead out to even more than what it is now at the 28-17 score that we have. Lady Senators do trail after 1 period, 10-11. But in the second period, they do outscore the Lady Bulldogs 18-6. So that's where the definite lead came from. So, the Lady Senators did bring it back together in that second period and outscored the Lady Dogs by 12 points, which gives them this lead that they've got now. So we're going to step aside, take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more action.
If an individual student athlete or team wins a high school state championship, it's an amazing thing. And it goes in! It's also just the icing on the cake. That's because young people in Indiana who participate in education-based athletics are already winners. Studies show that win or lose, participation helps to impart skills they can use to enjoy greater success in other areas of their lives. School sports teach the benefits of teamwork, the value of self-motivation, and the importance of accountability. They also help to foster stronger work habits and higher levels of self-esteem. In other words, the true value of school sports can't be measured in terms of wins or losses. If an individual or team goes to state, it's an incredible accomplishment. But regardless of the outcome, today's student athletes are already destined to go far. School sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back to live action here at the Doghouse. We are 4 minutes and 45 seconds away from action. Keith, what did the Lady Senators have to do to clean up this game? You know, they've already got 12 turnovers in one half. They're only averaging 16 for a whole game on the year. So what do they have to do?
I don't know. We did pretty good with turnovers in the first quarter, but it seemed like the second quarter we kind of ran into the turnover bug, and all the passes are a little bit not crisp. But you know, our defense is looking good. Our defense is looking good. Our help side defense, maybe our, you know, like I said, the only thing I thought on defense maybe rebounding, but we didn't do bad, but we could do better. And then if like I said, we changed the free throws around to 50%, and then it really stretches out even that much more. So, you know, the good thing is Orleans is 0 for 5 on 3-pointers, I think you said. And,
yeah.
You know, we just got to clean it up. You know, between the turnovers and the free throws here, this is anybody's game, really. If one team commits less turnovers and hits a few more free throws, it's a totally different ball game.
Oh yeah, and that's the way the game has been. It's been a kind of a furied pace, and you know, a lot of them haven't been really taking care of the ball. And you know, we'll take the ball and then we'll throw it right out of bounds. We'll try to thread the needle to somebody who's not really that open and try to force the ball in. Where you know, if we just take our time and settle into our offense, we can get shots. You know, the first period we did get shots where, you know, when we were open and didn't have to really force anything. So,
yeah, like I said, at the beginning, our first quarter, I thought we looked pretty clean, pretty crisp, ready to play, and then the second got just a little bit sloppy there.
And we can definitely clean it up. You know, just paying attention to what we're doing with the ball. And we haven't seen Cora Miller on the court yet, which usually she's the one who is able to, you know, kind of calm this team down and allow us to get, you know, into a rhythm, into a good flow of the game. But with her early foul trouble, she hadn't been able to be on the court.
Yeah, that hurts us whenever she goes to the bench early. But, you know, I mean, she'll be fresh in the second half, so this will be a good second half for her. I'm glad Taylor Fouch is back. She was playing good, really impressive, getting back in the scoring column and doing other things that she's so good at doing, just being a knack, you know, just being a pest on defense and having a knack for the ball. And you know, so that was great to see her back on the floor.
I'm sure her dad will be very pleased that you refer to her as a pest, because that's exactly what Darren wants her to be, as a pest.
I'm telling you, man,
whoever she's guarding.
On the defensive side of the ball, man, she'd be one of them girls or one of them kids you don't want guarding you, because she's all over you. Can't even breathe. So, yeah, that's good. And like I said, she gets her hands on a lot of things, just a lot of little things that she's just a natural athlete.
Yeah. So we're going to step aside, take our final commercial break before we come back for the second half, where the Lady Senators are leading 28-17. I know many of you out there are watching, and if somebody wants to text Amanda Abels and let her know that she is on the live stream, she loves it when she gets on, and she has no idea that she's on right now. So
no, she wants airtime, Craig. That's what she's going for right now.
Well, if that's the case, you can text her anyway and let her know that she's on. So
when she finds out, she'll move real fast. As soon as somebody texts her and says you're on. Yeah, she'll be gone.
Well, I'm not going to tell everybody out there that the reason she's sitting at the table is because somebody forgot her nice backing seat that she's got to sit on bleachers.
Yeah, I forgot mine too. So both of us we left the house, got halfway here, and I said, "Do we have time to turn around?" She said, "Well, gosh, no, we don't have time to turn around." But them backsavers, they are. That's a big deal, man. You come to a game, you don't have it, it's terrible when you're used to it.
So we're going to step aside, have our final commercial break. We'll be back to live action here in just a moment.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back to live action here, where the Lady Senators are up 28-17 as we start the third period of play. Those of you out there watching, it didn't take very long for Amanda to get her text of that she was on the camera, because
I just wish we knew who sent it to her, because we really we don't know. But hopefully, like now we've ran her off. Now I don't even know what we're going to do the rest of the game.
It's kind of funny because a lot of people are like, oh, don't put me on camera, don't put me on camera, and they have no idea that they're on camera until somebody at home texts them and says, hey, you're on live stream. So Lady Senators start back with their normal starting, or sorry, not their normal starting lineup, but the starting lineup that they started this game with. Maddie Bausman with the breakaway after the steal from Chelsea Carter.
I don't know what kind of pick that was. That girl was just dancing with her.
Cora Miller going to give Powell some space there. Let her shoot that free throw line jumper if she wants it.
Yeah, if they even want to shoot anywhere close to the free throw line, I'd let them.
Robbins misses. Keltner with the rebound.
Cassie going coast to coast. Boom! And she can do that. That's the thing. She can handle the ball.
She's athletic enough that she can handle the ball, take it out of the net or off the rebound from one side and go down the whole length of the court.
And that's awesome when one of your bigs can get that and go coast to coast.
Yeah.
You know, it really is. Big, big benefit.
Powell spots up, knocks one down. I'm still not sure that she's one who you don't just continue to let shoot. Bausman up.
Oh.
No good. But going to get fouled. So she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Robbins picks up the foul there. Her second.
Yeah, I'd like to see her consistently make a couple of those shots.
Yeah.
You know, I'd give her that.
That one's short. Now he needs to take a breath, breathe, bend her knees, and get this one up there. That one looked much better.
There we go.
Oh, Ryan Russell going to pick up the foul on a ball that she didn't need to challenge. Lady Senators have stretched this lead out 33-19.
Yeah, I mean, if she catches it down there, she had a girl in front of her and behind her. I don't know what she's going to be able to do with it.
I don't know what Coach Russell told the girls in the locker room, but they've come out with much more intensity so far. So they come out in a 2-3 zone. Jones with the bank shot from the elbow. Nice bucket for them. Keltner no good. Miller with the rebound. Up, no good. Bausman up.
Keeping it alive.
No good.
Keeping it alive.
Keltner up.
Boom.
Good. 3 offensive rebounds there.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though. You know, that's a lot of length right there. You got Maddie, Cora, and Cassidy in there. That's a lot of length.
Yeah.
You know, that gives you your opportunity for offensive rebounds. Makes it look really good.
Bausman for 3. Knocks that one down. Scores 36-21. Lady Senators out ahead. Powell no good. Keltner with the rebound.
That's a good look over there.
Russell for 3. Gets every part of the rim
Another
but the bottom of it.
offensive rebound. Put it back up. You got all 3 bigs down there. And
Moving the ball around. We're going to set up into our offense. I don't know that Orleans has a girl who can match up to Cassidy Keltner in the post. I just don't think they do. Jones doing the best she can, but picks up that foul, her second of the evening. So Keltner going to go to the line. We're on the year. She's a 59% free throw shooter. I'm sure she'd like that to move up, but not if she continues to miss the free throws that she gets to shoot. So.
I mean, so you go 5'10", 5'9", and 5'11" for your. I mean, that's nice. That's a good problem to have. You know, it really is. And they're all long. You know.
Yeah. That one up and good for Cassidy. Brings a score 37-21.
Every one of them's got long wingspans.
Well, and then you put Ryan Russell out there also. She's got a pretty long wingspan. And I guess she's technically playing the 2 spot. So Powell up, no good. Gonna get a jump ball. Senator's gonna get possession here. We're gonna let Russell run the point here. Blanton picks her up at half court.
Oh. I mean, I kind of thought that. She stuck her arm out. Did you kind of see that?
Well, there.
It was like it was.
I'm not so sure that Blanton's not in drama club also. So
yeah, I do believe that. But I guess her forearm being out,
her forearm being out kind of sold it.
Yeah, for the ref. And then she's like, well, look at this.
Yeah, look at what I found. I'm going to go down and get a foul picked up here. So then we're going to get a cheap nickel dimer on the other side by Maddie Bausman. Already adding up, we've got 3 fouls each way. Foul up.
Man, another foul.
Keltner going to pick up her 3rd. Trying to challenge that shot.
Seems like everything's coming in spurts tonight.
Probably
Turnovers,
not a bad idea to foul her, to send her to the line. 24-56 on the year for 43%. That one up and no good. Second one up and good.
Oh no, got a little careless with it there. She snuck right in there.
Blanton scores that bucket. Bausman up, too hard. Blanton with the rebound.
I don't know if that's the offense we're looking for. I mean, that was just like a one-on-one step back.
And then Bausman gonna compound the issue there, picking up her 3rd foul of the evening.
Oh, she took a shit. Oh.
We got 3 shots there by Orleans. Unable to get any of them. Blanton going to pick up her 3rd foul. Lady Senator's going to see full court pressure.
Yeah, sure.
Hattie Griffiths up, no good. Robbins with the rebound.
That's one of those buckets you got to finish right there.
Yeah.
That was easy as it gets. I think she was surprised. She was so wide open.
Yeah.
You know, like, look at this. There's nobody here.
Nobody around me. Look at that.
I'll let her shoot it.
Powell up.
Yeah,
and
as
good.
soon as I say that, then knock it down.
That's her 8th point on the night. Lady Senator's out. Keltner up and good.
Tell you, man, she's really stepped her game up.
Lady Senator's out 39-26, 13-point lead for them. Here, 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the 3rd period. Gonna get a turnover. Going to see full court pressure by the Lady Dogs.
That was easy enough.
Keltner up and good.
That was a good no call right there, too. That girl slid in front of her.
Slid in front of her and wasn't set. So either way, it's going to go towards the Senators on that one. Powell, another shot, no good. Miller with the rebound. Going to pick up a foul on Gherkin. Looked like she got a lot of ball. Fouts going to step to the free throw line for her first free throw attempt in quite a while. She's 12 of 19. That one no good. Fouch's second free throw. Up. Also no good. Powell with the rebound.
I would pressure her back there. That's an elbow. Yeah, that's easy to see. That was all the way across the court.
Powell going to pick up an offensive rebound for her second of the evening. Going to pick up another one. Oh, nope, going to get Blanton on that one.
She got 4.
Yep, Blanton going to get her 4th. So Blanton going to come out of the game. Knight going to come into the game. Orleans crowd not very happy with that one. Hattie Griffiths able to sink the first free throw. Second one up and good also. Makes it 43-26. Keltner for 3.
Taylor Fouch, rebound. Oh.
This is where the Lady Senators have to play smart, not pick up a foul that they don't need.
Good help defense there by Chelsea, stepping out. Another good help. Here we go. Oh, there she is. Nice look,
nice
Taylor.
Look.
Yeah.
Good bucket to Carter. Sheridan Robbins with a nice move behind the back.
I don't know what kind of call that was.
Going to get Chelsea Carter for her first of the evening. Moon shoots the free throw. It is no good. Keltner comes out of there with it. Going to be a jump ball. Keltner comes out with her 3 personals. Bailey Roll checks in.
She's had a good game.
Yeah, Keltner already has 12 points. So, throw ahead to Powell.
Oh, I was going to get that for a minute. Right to Chelsea. That girl's sitting down through right there.
That's kind of a mess. I'm pretty sure I missed some stuff on that exchange.
That girl on the ground was laying down, and here comes Chelsea. And boom, right there. That was strange.
Bailey Roll going to go to the line. Shoot a free throw. That one no good because she was in the act of shooting. She is going to get a second one. Second one up and good. 46-26. Lady Senators out with a 20-point lead. 20 seconds to go here in the third period. Robbins, nice move. Crouch is going to get the foul.
I don't know if that was a foul.
That's one that I'm going to think that is a foul.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter. But I just thought the way I didn't do it. That was a terrible,
Crouch does get the foul.
Call.
Robbins going to go to the line. She's looking for her 9th point of the evening.
That's one of them fouls when they say get your money worth and make sure she don't score. Make
she
sure
got
she
her
don't
money's
score.
Worth.
If you foul her, make sure she don't score.
Robbins going to shoot the second one here. Did miss the first one. Second one up and good. Bulldogs going to set up in their full court pressure. Lady Senators break that pretty easy. Oh,
what the? Well, she got mean mugged in the face.
She did take an arm across the face, but Bailey Roll going to get the turnover there. The official that made that call was on the backside of that, so he didn't see that. 7 seconds.
Good defense here. Keep her in front. Keep her in front. Well.
Oh, that's one that Coach Russell is not very happy about because Bailey Roll's going to pick up the foul. There is 2.4 seconds left on the clock, and she wasn't going to hit that shot.
No.
So
she's getting 2 free throws now.
Yep.
But hopefully they stay in suit with their percentage here.
Moon going to step to the line, shoot 2. First one up, and it's good. Second one. Up and good. They get it to Hattie at half court. Hattie lets it fly. No good. We're going to step away for a short commercial break. We'll be back for fourth period action here from the Dog Pound.
What makes high school sports here in Indiana so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Cameron is texting her.
Gotcha.
So that, I don't think she's
back to
supposed
live action here. We do have some news about Sarah Stice. She has been to the hospital, is getting checked out. So hopefully we can have some definitive news here in a little bit.
We just got to hope for the best.
Yeah.
I think we did have a good third quarter there. We put up 18, they put up 11, so.
Miller misses that one.
I put some pressure on her with the ball. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Powell is a Maddie Bausman with the block.
What was that? I mean, what was that, though? That was weird. It was like she was trying to set a screen on her own player and then bump Ryan.
Powell wanted to reach in on that one. Was unhappy with the call at the other end, so that's going to be her third foul. Ryan Russell going to go to the line and probably not the person on the Lady Senator team that you want to foul. She's 85% on the year, 34 of 40. So And she's one of those that once she sees the ball go through the hoop a couple of times, she's deadly from anywhere on the court. So second one up and good. That gives Russell 7 on the night.
You know, I really like this look with this long look that we have.
Yeah.
I really do like it.
Especially with Bausman out on top, hounding the ball. Robbins up, no good. Cora Miller with the rebound. Russell for 3.
Good.
Bang.
Yep.
Like I said, once she sees the ball go through the hoop a couple of times, she's deadly from anywhere on the court. So.
And she had a good time to get her body set in motion, and it just looked good. You know, when it left her hand, you knew that it was going to go in.
Going to get it reach in on Keltner for her 4th. This is going to be a long 4th period of play because every foul here that is not an offensive foul is going to end up with free throws being shot. So Moon steps to the line. That one she is able to knock down.
She might be their best free throw shooter.
Very possibly. Second one up. Leaves it short. And we're going to pick up another foul.
That's definitely how you don't get no time right off the clock.
I believe they're going to tag Cora Miller for that one. Powell going to go to the line, shoot her attempts. That one up and rattles it home. In comes number 30, Jacqueline Gherkin. She gives Moon a break. Score is 51-31. That one up, no good. Bausman with the rebound. Patty Griffith's going to pick up a foul after the turnover, so not a
it's a little bit sloppy.
Not a great idea there. So to compound the issue of the foul, and then compound the issue of the turnover and then a foul. So Powell does miss the first free throw. Bailey Roll going to come in, give Cassidy a blow. Next free throw up. No good. Russell with the rebound. We swing it to the corner, find Russell. He's going to throw it into the cheer section. So, once again, Lady Senators need to take care of the ball. No need to pressure it too much. Maddie Bausman is pretty much face guarding Sheridan Robbins. Not going to let her get the ball.
Travel.
Sheridan going to get a travel there. Down in the low post. So, once again, remember if you are out there watching on Facebook, that West Washington live stream is the place to be able to get it. Ooh. Elrod going to get the turnover, give it right back to the Lady Senators.
Haley Powell's doing a good job on this little trap thing they got going on.
Yeah, it's like a 1-3-1.
She's getting her hands on a lot of stuff.
It's like a 1-3-1 half court, and she's definitely long.
Yeah,
she's the 6-footer. Russell for 3 from the corner. No good. Hattie with the rebound.
Good
Bausman
pass.
up and good.
Hattie's going to get that. Nice dump off again.
Bausman up. No good. Powell, the runner. Up, no good. Maddie Bausman with the rebound. Powell is just very long out on the top of this. Griffiths misses. Blanton up.
That was a good defense.
No
by
good.
Hattie.
Miller with the rebound.
Uh,
And then we're going to throw it out of bounds. So 4:39 left to go here in the game. Lady Senators are up 53-31.
it's had its moments of sloppiness, you know, a lot of unforced turnovers.
Yeah. Russell tries to go for the steal there. 22 up and good. Jones knocks down the three-pointer. Bausman, no good. Gonna pick up a foul. .30 gonna pick up the foul. Gherkin. So she's going to come out of the game now. Hattie Griffiths goes to the line, knocks down the first one. Misses the second one. Blanton back in the game with her 4 fouls. Jones up. No good. Miller with the rebound.
Good job, Cora. Cora's got a lot of rebounds second half.
Yeah, she's been hitting the glass hard. Bailey Roll drives the lane. Up and under. Nice bucket.
That was a good ball fake she had out there.
Lady Senators trying to put this one in the ice chest. Hattie Griffiths with another rebound. We're going to get mass substitutions here. Hattie's going to check out. Maddie Bausman's going to check out.
Chelsea and Taylor come in.
Chelsea and Taylor come in. There's another rebound for Miller.
Boy, Ryan on the weak side, if you could see her. Yeah.
Carter down the lane, no good. Miller with the rebound, up and good.
Good job, Cora. Well, the Christmas season approaching us, Craig. You like Christmas music? You like listening to it?
Yeah. Try to listen to it every morning with my kids at school. So.
I got you. What's your favorite song?
Oh man.
Which one do you like?
I'm a Rudolph fan, so Fouch with the steal. Up and good.
I'm glad to see her back.
Hey, who hit that last free throw for us?
Cora Miller.
Cora Miller, wasn't it?
Yep.
Russell for 3. Knocks that one down. Who was that hit that? Have any idea?
Number 31. 31.
Okay.
Hit a 3.
couldn't quite tell who that was that knocked that one down. Into the game comes Allie Brown, Gracie Abels, and Lexi Griffiths.
Bailey.
I believe they're going to get number 5 for a foul. We're going to walk to the other end, shoot some free throws. Taylor Fouch back to the line. Minute 30 left to go here. Lady Senators are out ahead 64-37. Fouch knocks that one down.
I wonder what Russell's telling Abels right now.
Hey, here's your chance.
Sounds
Let's
funny,
see how you can play at the varsity level.
It sounds funny, right?
Brings the score 67-40. Whalen going to pick up that foul. So we're going to see Bailey Roll go to the line. That one left short. 50.9 seconds left to go.
This is a good win for the girls.
Yeah. Second one up and good. Whalen for 3. No good. Whalen again, no good. Whalen a third time, still no good. Owens knocks down the jumper. We're going to get an over and a back. 9.3 seconds left to go. Lady Senators are out ahead 67-42. Whalen for another 3. Up and no good. Gracie Abels with a rebound. So the Lady Senators do jump out and win this game with a score of 67-42. We are going to step aside for a short commercial break, and we'll be back with stats and Coach Russell's post-game interview.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Indiana knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back for the West Washington Lady Senators post-game show. The Lady Senators do jump out and win this one 67-42. Was competitive through the first half, but then the Lady Senators did pull away in the second half where they outscored the Lady Bulldogs 39-25 in the second half to have a 14-point lead there. Scoring for the Lady Bulldogs was Blanton with 3 on 1 of 4, Elrod with 3 on 1 of 2, and had a free throw in there. Moon had 3 points, all at the free throw line. Robbins had 9 points, so held her under her 13-point average on 4 of 9 from the field and 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Powell had 9 points on 3 of 13 shooting, and then 3 free throws. Jones had 7 on 3 of 5. Gherkin had no points but was in the game quite a bit. Whalen had 3 points on a late 3-point field goal, and Owens had 2 points on 1 of 3. Scoring for the Lady Senators, leading the way was Maddie Bausman with 16. Ryan Russell had 13. Keltner had 12. Fouch chipped in 6 in her first game back, along with Hattie Griffiths, who had 6. 5 points by Chelsea Carter, and then Bailey Roll had 4. Allie Brown, Lexi Griffiths, and Gracie Abels all did get in the game but did not score. For Orleans, they did finish the game with 3 assists. They had 1 block, 8 offensive rebounds, 10 defensive rebounds for 18 total. I had them with 6 steals and 23 total turnovers. So definitely a sloppy game from the Orleans Bulldogs, but the West Washington Lady Senators did not help a whole lot there. They did have 12 assists, 1 block, 13 offensive rebounds, 26 defensive rebounds for 39 total. They had 10 steals and 22 turnovers of their own. So, definitely a back and forth, kind of sloppy game there. Shooting statistics for the Lady Bulldogs, they were 15 of 48 overall for 31%. 2-point range, they were 12 of 34 for 35%. 3-point range, they were 3 of 14 for 21%. And from the free throw line, they were 9 of 27. 9 of 27 for 33%. Not what Coach Gilbert wanted his team to be able to do. Lady Senators, on the other hand, were 24 of 53 from the field for 45%. They were 20 of 39 from 2-point range for 51%, and 4 of 14 from 3-point range for 28%. They straightened out their free throw shooting woes, where they were able to go 15 of 29 from the game for 51%. Still not where Coach Russell probably wants them to be, but that's what they did for the game. We're going to step aside for a short commercial break, and we'll be back with Coach Russell in just a moment.
From Jamestown to Jonesville, from North Salem to South Milford, from River Forest to Grass Creek. No matter where you live in Indiana, you can enjoy high school sports coverage at its very best on the IHSAA Champions Network, presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. It's 35 powerhouse radio stations, Fox Sports Indiana, and the World Wide Web, combining their vast resources to blanket the state, the Midwest, and the world with the purest, most riveting presentation of high school sports in America. From Anderson to Attica, Kendallville to Kokomo, follow the high school sports that make our state great all season long. Thank you, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, and welcome home.
This is what you kind of look like tonight.
Back to live post-game show here. We are joined by Coach Russell. Coach Russell, it's a good win. First half, kind of a sloppy game, back and forth, lots of turnovers all over the place. Then the second half cleaned it up just a little bit. I did have you guys for 20. I had them for 23 turnovers and you for 22, I believe. Yeah. So definitely a sloppy game kind of on both sides, but you do come out with a win. The 67-42 win is a nice one to get.
Yeah, this is a good win. I mean, anytime you can beat Orleans down here, I mean, you got to be pretty happy. And, as you said, the first half was sloppy, you could never get in the flow. I mean, you didn't know what was going to be called on one end compared to the other end. And, we lost focus a little bit, but, at least we was able to extend the lead for a little bit there by half. I think we up 11 points, and Cora Miller sat on the bench the entire first half, except for maybe the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, she was on the bench a long time.
Then Cassidy's out there, or on the bench pretty much the entire second quarter. Hattie sat out a lot of the second quarter with 2 fouls. You know, those are the types of things that we cannot have, you know, come tournament time, come big games. Those girls have got to be on the floor, especially, you know, you can't have your 2 bigs, Cora and Cassidy, both sitting for that long against, you know, some of these teams that we're going to play come sectional time.
Right. You know, you do get back to your double-digit scores that you like to have. You know, Bousman did chip in 16.
I told her I was glad to see her come back to the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Russell does have 13, and then Cassidy Keltner has 12. So you've got 3 in double digits. But then, you know, Hattie had 6, Chelsea had 5, and Cora had 5 when they, you know, weren't on the floor much of the first half. And then Taylor, you know, nice to get her back. She does give you another 6 points tonight.
Yeah, and, you know, I kind of had a feeling that Maddie might come out of it tonight. You know, offensively, she's looked good in practice the last week or so. And, you know, she knew how important she was going to be tonight on defense, and she tends to when she has a big defensive game. You know, that carries over to her offense, and you know, it's nice to get Taylor back. And as I said in the pregame, I mean, even though Taylor's not going to score a ton of points, just her presence and the intensity that she brings to it, I mean, just it feeds through the whole team. And you know, we were able to get back to the rotation kind of that we had early in the year, where we're rotating 8 girls in and everybody's playing and staying fresh. And you know, I think that was a big part of the second half. Was Orleans was tired. They were tired, and you know, we were ready to go. And 3 of our kids, especially, for as much as they rested the first half, they were fresh.
They were fresh, ready to go.
But even if they hadn't, you know, we felt like that we would be able to really get out and get after them and force the issue in the second half.
You know, they came out and tried to press you a little bit. You know, with your ball handling, it doesn't really work out too well for them. But then you press them, and you know they start turning the ball over and making quick decisions and kind of throwing it all over the place.
Yeah,
so
and tonight we were more effective in the man-to-man press than we were in any of the zone presses, just simply because we were locked in, you know, on who we were guarding, what the responsibilities were, who we was going to allow to shoot and who we weren't going to allow to shoot. Now, you know, I thought Maddie and Taylor especially did a tremendous job on the Robbins girl tonight. You know, she's last game against Trinity, she had 19 points. She had 13 against Paoli. So, you know, these girls did a great job in shutting her down tonight.
Yeah, they did. You know, it made her look, you know, like she hadn't been on the court in a while, which she hadn't been. But, you know, she was able to get some points up against other teams where against you guys she wasn't able to. So.
Right. Well, and, you know, this, as I said, I mean, this is the 3rd game now, so and it's going to be pretty much like that for, you know, the future, because she's their main scorer and she's going to – you know, have to face that type of pressure. You know, that's the thing our kids are fortunate in, is we got a bunch of kids that can score. I mean, they came out tonight in a triangle on 2 on Ryan and Chelsea, and, you know, then Maddie and Cora and Cassidy was able to score inside, so they had to scratch that idea. They went to a box and won again. So, you know, it's when you got good people around good people, I mean, you know,
it's hard to play those defenses.
You can't play junk on us, so you got to play it straight up, and we'll try and find the mismatches of who's hot that particular night.
And I mentioned to Craig, I really like that big lineup with Cora, Maddie, and Cassidy in there. That gives you a lot of length. Their wingspan's long. It seemed like the point there, the rebounds seemed like we were just snatching up everything that was out there.
And Maddie being able to slide back to a small, or a 3 or a big 2, whatever you want to call it, doesn't force her to be inside trying to rebound. She's able to come from the outside and just go get it and snatch those rebounds instead of trying to block those big girls out.
And like I said, Taylor being back tonight, what a plus, man.
She's
got a knack for the ball. She's an athlete. I mean, just wherever it goes, I mean, it can come off the rim and go way outside, and she's usually the first one to it. It's just amazing how she gets to them.
I agree, and you know, and that's what I said. I mean, you think about, we haven't been the prettiest team to watch maybe the last 2, 3, or last month really, And, you know, but when you're missing a part of your team that is as important as what Taylor is in our rotation and keeping girls fresh and keeping girls doing what they're supposed to be doing, then, you know, I'm pleased with that we got through what we did without her there.
You know, great way to start off your conference. You know, wins with you start off with great wins. You know, upcoming you got Crothersville at home, and then you really get into the meat of your PLAC schedule. You know, we're gonna let you get out of here, get home, get these girls home. It is a school night. We don't want them to be here, you know, too late.
Yeah,
we do
finals
have
week too.
Finals week too. We do have a couple of girls who do want to get on camera. It looks like so they're definitely standing
AJ,
behind you.
Gracie,
So.
doing,
Kylie,
man?
They're all about being on TV. So, I mean,
So,
who knows?
thank you very much for your time, Coach
All right,
Russell.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
We're going to be joined here in just a second by our player of the game tonight. Usually we put up a picture of her, but we're going to get a real live picture. There you go. You got to turn them that way. So Maddie throws on the headset. Maddie, you are our player of the game tonight. You did have 16 points. I had you 7 of 14 overall. You were 6 of 12 from 2-point range and 1 of 2 from 3-point range. You were 1 of 3 from the free throw line, but those aren't the stats that I'm you know, really worried about. It's the other ones. You had 4 assists. Great job. 1 block, 2 offensive rebounds, 6 defensive rebounds for 8 total. So you were 2 rebounds away from a double-double there. But, you know, you are our player of the game tonight. You know, it's kind of been a couple of games since you've really had an offensive explosion, and then tonight you come in with 16. What was the difference in tonight's game?
Well, we got to talk after the Pinka game of how we played and our energy. So tonight I changed how I played and brought energy for myself and then my team.
You also had the assignment of, you know, guarding the Robbins girl, who was their, you know, leading scorer in the 2 games that she was back after her ACL injury. You know, you usually draw that assignment on whoever is the other team's best offensive, you know, threat. You know, what does that do to your game? Does that keep you in the game more because you're on both ends of the court, or does it, you know, take some out of your offensive game?
I think it motivates me more to get a stop on defense and then to go back down on the other end of the court and get a point for my team.
You know, Maddie Bausman, thank you very much for your time. You know, we definitely appreciate that. We're going to give you the option right now to give a shout out to anybody out there watching. I know you've got some grandparents who have joined in. I don't know if they're still on or not, but they were watching some of the game. So anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Thanks for watching, and I love you.
Hey, congratulations. You had a great game.
Congratulations, Maddie. Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and sign off here. That's going to wrap up our broadcast. Once again, thank you, and always spread the word about being able to watch the game live. Final thoughts, Keith?
Hey, they got the win. That was a big thing. I thought that they played good defense. Just come out here with a win is a tough thing to do, and I'm glad that they got the win.
Always a very tough place to play here. We will be back live Thursday as these same Lady Senators look to continue their winning ways against the Crothersville Tigers. We will be live around 7, and that will be a home game. I believe it is a varsity-only game, but there is going to be a C-team boys game before that. So, you know, those of you who are looking for the JV girls, I don't believe they're going to play. I think Crothersville only has a varsity team. So, like I said, that will be a varsity-only game, but a C-team boys game before that. So that will be all we have for tonight. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you Thursday.